Hello everyone, and welcome to this webinar. My name is Ayo Olofin, and if people, uh, if you were here last webinar, I'd talked about myself and made myself clear. So I'm going to share my screen right away, and we'll get into this. Plus, I'm still going to introduce myself again for you guys to know why you should be listening to me. Um, can you guys see my screen? Please, if you can see my screen, just let me know. Can you see my screen? Amazing, amazing. Thank you. So, hello guys. Welcome to the offer engine. My name is Ayo Olofin, and for close to a decade, I've been doing digital sales and marketing for close to a decade. So I've worked with small, medium, and large companies. That's one of them based in Canada that brought them $500,000 in 6 months. So today we'll be looking at a very, very important topic, which I actually believe so much in, right? So it's called the offer engine. And this is what I want to teach you guys how to build, price, and position offers that print sales. I've seen this firsthand. Like I said, I was able to bring in $500,000 in 6 months with this same framework. Last 2 weeks, we spoke about something very important, and it was irresistible offer. How to create irresistible offer. And I taught a lot in that webinar, but this one, it is the offer engine. Now I want to teach you how to build, price, and position your offer that sales will continue to come in without stop. So if you are very excited to that, please let me see your reactions, show reactions. And then if you are coming for the first time, we're actually going to touch some of the things we spoke about in the last webinar. And again, we will be having this webinar maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks interval, and I want you to be consistent to show. I will be showing you how to actually create offer that any of your audience will never say no to. That's exactly the aim for this webinar, and again and again. And if you are not in any of our community yet, please drop your number in the comment section and let someone will pick up your number and add you to our community, where we have business people, tech people, marketing people, salespeople who are joining together to rub minds and to make life at least easier. So welcome again to the offer engine, how to build, price, and position offers that print sales. So why are you here? I mean, there's always a reason for you to be here. So why are you here? So there's a misconception about offers, and this is what I tell people all the time. So most people think they need better funnels, better ads, and maybe captions. People want to post and say, hey, it seems the caption that I use was not. Whilst call to actions are very, very important in your sales process, but if you think that affects the overall perception from customers, and that is why you are not selling, that is actually not totally true. So the truth is that you need a better offer. For example, I make Domino's examples all the time, because what they sell most of the time is offer. They are going to tell you to buy the pizza they sell for 20,000 naira, for example. They say you should buy it for 15,000 naira plus a medium-sized cold stone. There's an idea because Cold Stone and Domino's are always almost in the same place. You have the idea that people want to take ice cream. People have seen it as a combo. So people want to take ice cream and pizza so that it's a good combo. But they see that, okay, if we are selling a pizza for 20K and we say come and take this pizza for 15K and a medium size of a Cold Stone, you know that that is a catch. Because if you want to buy the Cold Stone without pizza, the Cold Stone could be going for around 7,000 naira. So that is like a better offer. They don't need to think about their ads. They don't need to think about captions. They don't need to think about funnels. Whilst those are so good, but you can do all of these funnel thing, very well and have bad offer and you will not sell anything. So the bold statement is your offer is your sales strategy. Your offer is your sales strategy all the time. You want to sell, you must be ready to give offer that people will never say no to. If you are selling a service, or you are selling a, please let me accept this person in. So you are selling a service or you are selling a product, your sales strategy most of the time is your offer, because your offer brings people in. If I'm going to do a sales job for someone, a marketing job for someone, and I say, you know what, I charge 500,000 naira to do this particular job, but guess what? I will not charge you 500. I will charge you 250,000, and I will write another copy for any of your businesses for you for free. Now, if you packed your offer with value and they see you as a valuable person, this person will not hesitate. They want to buy as much as faster as they could buy. So your bold statement all the time should be your offer. In your brain, it should be like your offer is your sales strategy. Can you guys unmute and give me some sound to know that you guys are with me?
I'm with you, sir.
Yes,
Wow,
we are with
amazing,
you.
amazing, amazing. Love that, love that. So I'm going to break down what you're going to learn today. It's going to be maybe a longer talk, but these are the things I categorize. 4 things I have categorized for you that you are going to learn in this webinar today. This webinar is not something I package for free. It is paid. It is premium. It is premium for you. So you have to get your writing materials beside you right now so that you can have a good value to take home to your business, or your services, your products, and every of that. So number 1, the 4-part offer NG framework. This I'm going to explain the 4-part offer NG framework. I'm going to explain how to price your offer with confidence, because most of the time there is like a fear in us to say, if no, the economy right now is bad and you don't want to be pricey, but there's a fear inside of us asking that, can people really, really buy this product? Because you don't have the confidence to price your product, because you think you are not giving enough for that price, and that is why you are losing confidence. You think you are not giving enough. If you think the value is packed, for example, in 2020, I've talked about this again and again and again. In 2020, myself and my partner brought in close to 10 million naira net profits, pure profit, from a product that we sold. Even in that COVID, we brought in almost 10 million naira in profit, more than 13 million naira in revenue. In pure profit, doing e-commerce, selling a health product that helps people conquer hypertension. And what did we do? We brought in a doctor who could actually consult for people, package together as an offer and sell. That was our highest sold out offer. It was expensive, but we were confident that it was going to work. People were going to go for it because this are our audience, and we need to price our product or service with confidence because we know it is offer packed, right? So in this webinar, in our journey right now, I'm going to teach you how to price your offer with confidence. And another thing is, I'm going to teach you how to position the offer as the only logical choice. Now, this is a thing. When people want to buy from you, the moment people think they have another choice or they have options, you are gone. They should be thinking that you are the best choice for them. The moment people think you are the best choice for them, it's gone. And for example, I know growing up, Eleganza pen was something in where I grew up. Like, it was class because number one, I think it lasts. There are a lot of things with Eleganza, even the name. So anytime I want to buy pen, my dad, my mom would always say, buy Eleganza pen. Don't buy big. I think big came out later. Don't buy big, buy Eleganza, because Eleganza, So when people see that your choice, their choice rather, it is just to buy your offer. So you are the only logical choice for them, they buy. So we're going to, go on that so today. So I'm going to give you real examples from top brands that are actually killing it in the market. So the thing is that sales have struggles. I mean, a lot of struggles. You keep on hearing no. You keep on hearing a couple of people saying they can't, pay for this or so. The common symptoms that your offer is not actually working, and again, it becomes a struggle, is that you hear people say, "I love it, but not now. Let me think about it. I will get back to you." I will get back to you is actually the most common, right? In all of this, yeah, I will get back to you. And this, when people when your customers or your prospects keep on saying all of these things, it means no engagement, no conversions. It's simple as that. So what's the root cause? The root cause is that your offer is not clear or compelling enough. Your offer you must find a way. If you are selling like pharmaceutical, or you have a pharmacy, you should understand that when it comes to malaria, get offer. This is the best malaria drug, paracetamol or something, that pack them together, give offer. Maybe you remove 500 naira if it pays you, or what pays you. Now, if you sell a lot of that with your offer, you make more money than waiting for people to come all the time. So the root cause most of the time that people say, "I'll get back to you, let me think about it, I love it but not now," or maybe I can't buy it right now, is because your offer is not clear or it's not compelling enough. And this really is one of the problems we actually have, not selling our offer. So what makes an offer irresistible? We spoke about this actually in the last webinar, where we talk about clear transformation. If you were around, excuse me, clear transformation, urgent pain, you have to like get emotional reward. So I will just quickly brush through these things before we go to the next slide. So clear transformation, you have to be affirmative about what your product or service does for people. Simple as that. This medicine allows you to lose 10 pounds in 6 months. Affirmative. Then you are giving testimonials of people who have done it or people who have used it. They have maybe they are before and after pictures. You are letting people know that when you use this product or when you take me as your service person, these are the clear transformation in your life almost instantly. That's one. Two, urgent pain soft. You must be really, 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 really be ready to solve their urgent pain now. So, for example, someone who has migraine, and they've been having it for years and years again, and now it's not very, very, very painful. And you, on the other hand, you know the product that can actually cure this. And you've been doing it, you've been selling it to people. For example, you've been selling this thing to people, and right now you can have something that solve you have something that solves it. So you are just telling them that in 3, 4, 6 hours, your migraine will be gone with this product. And you are showing testimonials and what people have actually done, and people who had used this and coming back to say, yes, it works. People will buy because you are solving an urgent pain. That includes if you're in fashion industry, you are in any industry you are. Make sure there's a pain you are solving through. I remember when what I ordered versus what I got was actually going all rampant. Yeah, I remember. I mean, you see tailors, good fashion designers coming out to say, "This is not us. This. See our before and after working together," and a lot of people are running to them to buy. So that's number two. Urgent pain must be solved. Third, emotional reward. Now, emotional reward is something very, very critical for your business because it's not about them. It's not even about them. Uh, it's about you. So emotional reward is like you've actually done the best you can do for your customers, that they are now emotionally attached to your company. For example, I know many of us would have had experience about this, that even when you are loyal to someone because of their excuse me, because of their integrity or their honesty in what they do, that you are not even attached to anybody else anymore. You just want to buy from them. You don't even care about how much they sell because you know that they sell quality, you know that they will never lie to you. How many of you have such person? Can you give me some reactions or remove your unmute yourself? How many of you? Just let me know. So nobody has such person or such customer. Can you guys hear me at all?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay, great. So there is obvious value. We move to obvious value. So there's obvious value. You know, if you really want to sell premium, your product or service should be 10x the price. That's what I do. Your value should be skyrocketing. That people will never say no because it's like, for example, Black Friday. Imagine you buying something that you normally buy for 20,000, but you are buying it because it is Black Friday for 5,000, even with a reward. You are running there. You are running there. So I explained all of this in our last webinar, actually. And the last one is risk reversal. And this is very, very popular. We have money back guarantee, money back guarantee. We have discounts. We have pay on deliveries. We have a lot of risk reversal. And the reversal makes everything actually work, especially if your product works and you tell them that you have to, they should buy it. If they are not okay, they should come back to get their money back. A lot of people will rush because they feel like there's not, for example, Domino's Pizza. Domino Pizza, that this is what they actually used in their days. I remember the CEO was saying They actually wanted to sell, and they said, if at the time, I think pizza was not exactly um very easy to prepare, but for them they said, if you get your pizza in 10 minutes or your money back. If that means you get your pizza in 10 minutes, in fact, you get the pizza and the money back. So the customer felt like they were not losing anything, because if I'm not getting my pizza in 10 minutes, I will get the money and the pizza back. If it's Nigeria, everybody will be praying that something should happen to them so that they can get the pizza and the money together. Right? Is that a joke? So I see someone is raising their hand. Um, Solomon, Nina Solomon, I think you were raising your hand. Am I correct?
Yes, I was responding to the other question you asked, that I've had encounter with such customers that I get emotionally attached with them sometimes.
Exactly, exactly. Because of their honesty, maybe their integrity or something, you just get attached to them. You don't even think, you don't even care about what other people are selling. That's emotional reward, right?
Yes, sir.
Exactly. Now we are now into the offer engine framework itself. Now, this thing I want to teach you guys, it's something like you can apply right now and start using right now. This is what I have done over the years, almost a decade doing this. So this is what I've done again and again and again. So I've categorized it into four. The framework, this is a framework I've used, and you can use it for any industry at all. Number one is outcome. Number two is audience. Number three is value stack. And yes, we have to talk about risk remover again, right? The outcome, what would they get? The audience, who are these people? Who are my audience? The value stack. Your products or service should be value stack. Like, people should see it and say, no, we can't let this guy go. And fourth, the risk remover. So we are going to get into that right away with first one, the part one, which is outcome. Now, what clear results are you promising your audience? These are where sales start. Sale is not only do not only end or start when you pick a call to talk to a customer or when you're advertising to a customer. Sales starts when they land on your offer. Marketing starts when you're trying to grab them. Sales starts when they land on your offer and they feel that something is actually greeting them. Because if you don't have a clear results of what you promise them, for example, if you're not promised them something that will change their life, like I said, then why do you want them to prioritize you? If you want them to make you your priority and buy from you, you must be promising them a clear result. I've made this example before. Lose 10 pounds in 30 days. That means in their head, if they want to lose more than 10 pounds, they are thinking, I can literally lose 30 pounds in weight or fat in 90 days. That is a clear result. That is, you are telling them, this is what I will do, and this is the time frame. You are promising them this is the result they get. That is where sales starts. Because in their head, this thing you are telling them is that it will change their life. And the moment you have them change, you have this thing change, talk about how their life is going to change, they buy from you, they prioritize you. And you have shown them again and again, like I said, you've shown them again and again, this thing works. This thing works. It works for people in your age, it works for people in your jurisdiction, in your demography, then it will work for you. You are not exempted. So if you say, get your first 5 clients in 3 weeks, That is a clear promise. That is a clear promise. Because you've done it again and again, I can tell you that you will get your first 5 clients in 3 weeks. That is outcome. Because now you are playing with your psychology. You are playing with your psychology. You are making sure that what your product or service is getting into the emotional part of them. They will pay you your money. They will pay you what you deserve. That is exactly what outcome is all about. That is exactly outcome is all about. Now, audience, you know, we play too much in this country. When I was working with one small business owner who think they can literally just do anything. Of course, meta ads, I'm talking about Instagram and Facebook ads, are actually something a lot of people can do by themselves right now. But they can't still get the technical aspect of it, because at the end of the day, most of the people just boost a post. And boosting a post is definitely different from, a overall ad. There's ad, there's a boosting post. But this thing in ad, you must understand your audience. Now that you understand the outcome, you've promised them what you want, what your product or service will look like in their life when they buy. You have to think about, who are you solving for? Your audience are very, very important. And that's why, again and again, I can spend 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 72 hours researching for my audience, because I need to get it right. I need to get it right. So who are you solving for? That's the first thing you have to think. Who are my audience? Who am I solving for? Because the moment you get your audience wrong, trust me, you can even have the best offer, best this thing. Nobody will look at your side. It's like selling ice block water, or block in Canada. Nobody's going to buy from you. Nobody's going to buy from you. For what? Is it for their stuff to get? They are very, sometimes Canada is very cold, Australia, you can't sell to them. But if in this season now, if you sell to when the sun is very, or summer, that everywhere is hot, like in the United States right now, everywhere is hot. If you sell, they probably will buy. Period. Time. So, and again, who is already searching for this information? Now, this is very, very powerful, that I actually take really seriously whenever I'm doing my audience research and even my market research. I try as much as possible to leverage on this, because if you get people who are already searching for what you are selling, it is 50% complete. You are halfway selling to them. If you get people who are already searching and finding what you're selling, you are like halfway. You are like halfway getting to sell to them. So you have to know what information the audience you want are searching for right now, and leverage on that. Yeah. So the number 3 is speak their language. I have a template for writing, especially when it comes to when I want to sell, and I call it the UI UX of your audience. Now you know who you are serving for, and you know what they are searching on the internet. Are they searching for your product, this transformation, this promise you've made? Are they searching for it? And the moment you get these two, then you'll be able to speak their language. That's why I use UI UX to write, UI UX style to write. So what do? I put myself in the shoes of my audience. I go on Google, I search for that solution. Everything I see on Google, that is your user experience. The interface is the pictures they use. I mean, the SEO that pumps up the most, the picture, the experience, the interface. You have to know these are right. And when I now write, I say, okay, I feel stuck, or you feel stuck, you need help. and this is why you're not getting the help. So because you go on Google search, then land on somebody this thing, then you fill up a form, and they are saying you should pay $100 because I've actually gone through that journey. Then I am sure that this is what they are searching for. This is what they are seeing when they search. So you have to start speaking their language, and that is why audience research is key. Very, very important. Now we've talked about outcome, we've talked about audience. Do I have anybody who has a question before we proceed? Anyone? Okay, so I think I'm doing a great job. If I'm doing a great job, unmute your mic and tell me. Let me feel myself.
Great job, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. So we've spoken about outcome, we've spoken about audience. Now it is value stack. So how do you really, when I've been talking about 10x value, do this, do that, do this, do that, find, try. So how do you really, so what makes your offer feel 10x more valuable? There are things, and this is why I call it framework. So number one is bonuses. See, let me tell you, in the way we live right now, even in the world, not even in the third world countries alone, around the world, bonuses and discounts are very, very important. But guess what? Now, this is a trick. This is where it gets really uh, tricky. Don't give people bonuses and discounts just for giving sake. I said this in our last webinar. Don't give people bonuses or discounts just for giving sake. There must be conditions. There must be situations. I mean, there must be reason for your bonus. Now, because when there is a reason for your bonus, people feel much more important. Now, for example, it's my birthday, or it's the company's 5 years anniversary, and we're trying to give bonuses and discounts. And that's why you say Black Friday doesn't come all the time. If they are doing Black Fridays all the time, nobody takes it serious anymore. So there's a trick to your bonus, but make sure you give bonuses. And let your bonuses be very, very heavy. Might not exactly what is big, but must be very, very, very heavy. So your bonuses must be very heavy, very tangible. So there's something we call tangibility sales. Now, what do I mean by this? This is my word, right? What I'm selling a product. I'm selling a product that was $500,000 or naira. Yeah. Okay. For example, let's say let me use this example. Let's say I just bought a car, and I bought a car from someone. Let's assume I bought a car from someone, and that person will say, I will give you 20 liters of fuel to this car. This car is worth 6 million, but I'm giving you 20 liters of fuel, and I'm giving a discount from the car sales. This is how much I sold last week, but this is what I want to sell for you because it is our 5 years anniversary, and we are giving out 20 liters of fuel. This gets people coming in because the struggle of buying fuel outside is actually deeper. So it might not be too exorbitant, but let it be very important and necessary. So frameworks too, you want to show them what you've got, what your product is all about, what your service is all about, what it's going to do for them, what is going to change their life, is going to do this in social time. We've spoken about that in the other time. So now templates, show them. I mean, this is one of the reasons I told you we sold very heavily in, our product, our health products, because of templates. Show them how to use your product. If you are selling fashion, tell them how to manage the clothes, the material. Tell them how to zip up. Do a video how they can actually dress well. Now, suits, for me, before I even got to know that, you don't lock all the buttons in the suits. It took a while. Someone, I just saw the video, and the guy sold me a suit, a very good fine blue suit, and said, he sent me a video, bro. You don't do the full soap, And I got to know, and that is template. That is template. Show them how they're going to use your product. It's very, very, very important. Show them. So the last one is support or coaching. This is the thing. One of the problems we have in this part of the world is that we don't have good support and coaching system. And this is why I try as much as possible to do this webinar to actually help people pass the journey that I've actually struggled to pass. Support your customers. Send them support. Show them. Tell them whenever they need something, they need help for their product, they should reach out to you. Tell them. Show them. So support and coaching is very, very important so that they can make the best use of your product. Are you guys getting value? Please, I want lively communication. Unmute your mic. Are you really getting value? Let me hear.
I am. Yes, I am.
Amazing. Amazing. Now, excuse me. The last one is risk remover. So what is stopping them from saying yes? Now, this is the thing. I had a client I was engaged with about 6-7 months ago, and we had a Zoom call 5 times before I could know what the problem really is. Because number one, he actually had a very bad communication prowess, so it's not from the English side of the thing. So I had to say, at last I had to tell him, send me a document of your problems. Because if I have tendered my business consultation offer to him, he probably will not pay, because I still did not understand fully what problem he is trying to solve until he says that, yes, I was not able to get it. So you must understand what is stopping your audience from buying from you. The first one is it that they don't get guarantee enough? The guarantee they are getting, is it that it's not okay? Because, for example, if I'm buying a skincare product, though I don't even use cream, I'm planning to do that now so that it's better, as a guy now. So if I'm planning to buy a skincare product, for example, I want guarantee. I can't just start using anyhow cream on my body. I want guarantee. I want you to tell me that, yes, you are sure this works. So you have to make sure you remove and tell me that, okay, for example, the guarantee I talked about the other time, money back. I'm going to send you, like you are saying, I'm going to sell you this skincare, but if it doesn't work, I've seen your skin texture, it works for you. But if it doesn't work for you, come back and come and take your money. Guess what? What you are telling the customer is this thing works. And most of the time, they don't come back. If your product or service is very, very good, they don't come back because it works. But you've given them the guarantee that if I buy from you, if they buy from you, it is sure it's going to work. That's the guarantee they want. So they, in their head, they are thinking, I'm not losing anything after all. If I pay for this and it doesn't work for me, I come back to collect my money. I don't lose anything. I already use the product. So people must be thinking at the expense of your offer that they are trying to scam you. That's the thinking framework you'll be looking at. That's why I see people fast. Go and buy you. They are doing promo. Because they feel like they are saving money. So if you can show them the guarantee that this is what I'm made up of, trust me, they'll buy from you. So you have to remove their risk at all time. When you remove their risk, sales is sure. And the second one is refund policy. Yes, I already spoke about that. Your refund policy is very, very important. You see people just all these Ajoke pre-order. See them on Twitter and they just go on Twitter and say no refund. You are not doing business, then go to your family and sell to them. There's always a refund policy. So work on your refund policy, because one of the things customers will do is to read, check your refund policy. You have to refund, even if it's not all. You have to show them. Okay, for example, if they give you warranty on, maybe you buy a TV, a smart TV, and they give you warranty, they tell you in the refund policy that this thing is not included in, maybe the body cracks, it falls from you. They are only responsible for the OS, that's operating system, maybe the engine or something. That's what they're interested in, and they tell you. So you have to be clear about your refund policy. Yeah. So trial period, and this is what SaaS is like. If people are selling software as a service, so it's called software as a service. That is SaaS, SAS. So trial period is very, very good for SaaS, because the truth is that you want them to feel, and Canva does that a lot. Canva does that. CapCut does that. Free trial, see what we've got. If you like it, you can pay. If you don't like it, you can go. But most of the time, you pay. In fact, you even had your card and you forget that your card, the money you want to use for another thing. See that they remove your money, because you already enjoy the service and you want to do more. You want to do more. So it works for SaaS mostly. Though it works for every business, B2B, B2C, D2C, anyone. It works, but if you want to remove the risk that your customer takes, and they will always buy from you, do guarantee, refund policy, trial period, and maybe limited spot. Limited spot, less pressure. You are telling them this thing is going. You see something like out of stock, or it will be out of stock in 2 days. Temo does that a lot, and you see they're selling a lot. So, are you guys getting something? Are you guys
Yes,
getting something?
yes.
Amazing, amazing. So, pricing that works. Now, I'm going to teach you how to, you know, price your offer, because one of the things is that everybody is afraid to price. Will they buy? Are they going to buy? It's so your pricing must be powerful. It must be powerful. So another thing, so number one thing is that price is not about time. It's not about time. It's about your value. It's about what you are selling. It's about package. Now, for example, let's say you go to the market. For example, like you just buy something from the market, and you feel like, okay, a lot of people are selling for $200,000 or 20,000 naira rather, and then you think if you sell your own for 180, a lot of people will come to you. Don't just only sell. Don't sell below market value. So you have to be very careful. Don't sell below market value. Now, if you sell below market value, this there are a couple of people think maybe your price, your product is less valued, but instead of selling for very lesser than, you can even sell for 220, but have them packed with values. Value is the one thing that makes price very, very appealing. So price is not about time. It's not about maybe dry season. No, it's about value. So price again is the story of the results. I just explained this. Though we talked about outcome. Remember, the story of your results determines your price. What you are doing for them, like I said, when we made almost 10 million in pure profits from our e-commerce store, it was more about the story of the results. It was more about the story of the results. it was less about even the product. It was more about the outcome of that product, the story of the result. Now, third one, emotional pricing works. Of course, I just explained again. You have to be triggering the emotional aspect of your people, of your prospects, of your audience. You have to be triggering their emotional um, aspect, because the truth is that when people are really emotional about the product, and emotion doesn't mean when uh, you always feel somehow. It's when your being is connected to a service or a service or product that you are sure of that is going to work for you. You're very sure it's going to work for you. That's when you are doing emotional pricing. It works. It works. Now, you have to make people think in their head, can I afford to miss this? Like I gave example of the migraine. You saying this migraine will go in 6 hours, and that person want to scroll because maybe they've bought a lot of product, they don't work. They just want to scroll, but it keeps coming back to their head. I don't want to miss this. Or maybe there's value pack discounts like Black Friday, for example. You really don't want to miss this. Can I afford to miss this? That's what you have to be. Let your prospect or customer be saying right now. Right now. So that's how to do pricing. Pricing, after you do your market research, you know the amount of that thing. It doesn't even matter if it is above market. The most important thing is the value you are giving. That determines your price. I'm not a guy who like to reduce price because I feel like people will think you are cheap if you have no value to it. If there's value, you lower it, you increase it, you're going to sell because people cannot afford to miss it. So positioning, we said I said I'm going to teach you how to build, price, position your offer. So there's big positioning secrets. Big positioning secret. Like I said the other time, be the only choice, not one of many. Be the only choice, not one of many. If you are options to them, if you are really options, they won't come, they won't buy from you. You hear people say, calm down with your price. So yeah, people say that, calm down with your price. So there's another person selling on the other side. Now it's not because they are rude, it's because they really have options. But if you are making you are making your product or service their first choice, and you know that I gotta buy from this guy, they will buy from you. It was like how I don't know, maybe you have a lot of Gen Z's here, but it was how there's one Maggie that time in Yoruba. Maybe it was, I don't know, maybe it was in other land, I don't know, but in my side we call it Ajilomoto. So Ajilomoto was this Maggie that was ahead. Maggie Star later came, I think, but it was, just, but people wanted to use Ajinomoto because it's been there. Then Maggie Star too took the, again and again and again and again and again and again like that. You must make your product their first choice. That's number one thing to sell. That's positioning. Everything I've taught, the outcome, the audience, the all of these things are coming together. The pricing. So you must be their first priority. If they are your power, if you are their priority, you will definitely sell. So that is why we do audience research. That's point one. Point two, own a specific result for a specific audience. That's it. Now, audience might not be one person, audience might be a couple of people. Now, let's say you are selling you own a pharmaceutical industry, and the pharmaceutical industry, you are seeing that maybe this person has migraine and stooling. They are stooling, or this person has migraine only, and another person has stooling only. Now, the results you are going to preach for the person who has stooling and migraine is different from the person must be different from the results you are going to preach to the person who has migraine, and of course to the person who are just stooling. there might be a lot in that audience, but that is why audience research is very, very important. You have to understand your audience. It helps you with positioning your offer. It really does help you positioning your offer. So the last one is not just a fitness. Okay, for example, you are saying you are a fitness coach. You are not saying you are saying not just a fitness coach, but you are busy. There's a busy moms way less coach. Busy moms way less coach. Weight loss coach rather. Busy mom weight loss coach. You are not just a fitness coach. Remember, you are a busy mom weight loss coach. That is profound. That is crazy positioning. You've made your offer clear to everybody that you are not just a random coach who you deal with. It's busy mom, people, moms who are very busy, but they want to lose weight because yes, let's say they just had surgery or they just gave birth and there's a lot of fat coming in because they've not been. But this is your specialty. That's positioning. So your offer must be looking like this. Must be looking so clear. Must speak. Must speak clarity. Must speak clarity. Clarity all the time. So you have to understand where your offer is. Your offer. So when busy mom comes, you know that they already know that this is you and this is all you offer. So positioning, these are just three secrets, very, very, very important secrets that can actually skyrocket your sales the next 3 months if you know how to do it very, very well. And like I said, if you are just joining and you are not in our community, the community is called Growth Enclave. Drop your number. Someone will pick up your number and add it to those group where I will be monitoring everybody's progress in the coming weeks. So do that and let someone on the call will take that number, add it to those group. We are we getting value? Are we really getting value?
Yes, we are.
Amazing,
Yes,
amazing.
sir. So much, sir.
Thank you. So we are moving forward. So I told you I was going to give you big brands example. And why do we use big brand? Because they are successful in it. They are successful in it and they are still doing it again and again. Now, for example, for me as a person, yeah, I use Samsung. I actually love Samsung, maybe because I'm a tech person. I actually love Samsung than Apple product, than iPhone. And again, I love Dell products than Apple in when it comes to PC. Now, but Apple, this company is one of the companies you will have to respect. You don't have a choice. The way they broke into the market is powerful. Simplicity and identity. Their brand identity is one of the respected ones in the world when it comes to phones, especially iPhone. They are selling identity. They are not selling phones to you. What they are selling is identity. So simplicity plus identity, just your iPhone, sleek, fine, beautiful. And it shows whenever you buy iPhone, you belong to a very special identity. And what they do is D2C, it's direct to customers. I don't think Apple has retailers on all of that, except if you just buy, you want to resell by yourself. It's not directly to their companies. No, they speak directly to their customers. D2C. And they sell identity, simplicity. So you have to lean back, think about your offer. What is my offer really selling? What is my offer really selling? Am I selling simplicity? Am I selling identity? You have to think about it. And the moment you have the definition of this, maybe you are selling identity or simplicity, you are good. You are good. I say again, you are good. So Nike is one of the companies I really, really, really respect. Nike will never come out and say, come and buy a shoe. It's always belief and lifestyle. Now, for example, if you think about uh, Nike ambassadors, there are lots. I think, there's Cristiano Ronaldo. You see when Cristiano Ronaldo wants to wear Nike, he wears it and dress probably well. Lifestyle. That's why they make it clear. They go for fashion moguls and fashion moguls and then athletes. So they tell you that their mark, just do it. It's belief. So they are believing in you as an athlete, and they are making you, giving you a lifestyle. So whenever you buy Nike, I have a lot of Nike Air sneakers. I love them. I don't just wear them. I love them because they are comfy. You feel something proud in the way you're dressed, and that's what Nike is selling. Like Nike don't tell you come and buy shoes. No, they won't tell you expressively. But when you see Ronaldo putting on, so when you see them playing football, when you see what Ronaldo is, they see our mark. You see their mark, that their logo. You will be inspired. So that's why they invest so much in athletes, because they believe and their lifestyle. I'm coming up, guys. I'm coming up with a sales course, very powerful sales course. Trust me. And all of this company will be one of the examples I'm going to break it down in that course, but not yet. When the course is out, I get to you guys. So the third one is Netflix. Netflix is everywhere. So it's instant reward plus escape from even pains, escape from cinemas. So with your in your house, anywhere you are with your phone, you're able to watch movies. That's it. That's offer they sell. And I've explained about Domino's. Domino's sells offer back to back. So that's it. Now, this is a live offer teardown. Like, this is what we are going to do. Can someone unmute and let's build offer for their business? Drop an offer and let's rebuild it. Anyone? Anybody? Are you guys don't understand what I've been teaching? Please, everybody unmute your mic. I can't hear anything.
We are still working on it.
Okay, I'll come back to that. But are you guys getting really, really good value in this webinar? Is this something you can always tell your people to come here? What I have to say next time? Are you guys really getting value? Please, I want to know. I want to know. Drop in the chat.
Yeah, so
Drop.
much value. I've gained a whole lot, but it's something
Thank
I
you.
need to sit down and work on.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. It's not.
Yes.
It's not magic. It's a plan. I think I've been hearing more of Bemi and Solomon. What about other people? Please unmute and speak. Are you guys here? Okay. So, okay, this will be like an assignment. Build an offer and send to me. You in our community, just send to me. Just drop it in our community. Then I will restructure it for you, everybody. So this is offer engine checklist. Everything we've actually spoken about, we've talked about, everything we've discussed. This is the checklist. So I'm asking you now, you must be doing all of these things. Can it be before a customer will buy? All these checklists must be ticked. Can it be explained in one sentence? Can your offer be explained in one sentence? People don't have the luxury of time to start boozing over your desire to sell, and they can't even understand your offer. You must be clear enough. So can it be explained in one sentence? That's number one. Number two, does it promise a clear result? We've spoken about that. Your result, your offer must be clear. The outcome of what you are selling to them must be clear. It must be discussed almost in the instant. So number three, is it emotionally desirable? We've talked about this thing. It must be in their head psychologically. And guys, I want you to go study more about psychology. You want to really be a good salesperson, read more about psychology. Read a lot about psychology. The human psychology, the health psychology, the every part of psychology. Read it. Marketing psychology, sales psychology, do your research. Then you will see why it's good to touch the emotional system of any human being. Right? So number four, is it safer to say yes than to say no? Now, this is the thing. Someone will sell a PC for me, and I need that PC so urgently. But this PC is looking like, will I need it or not? But you have to make your offer clear. Now, when maybe I now list out why I need the PC and why I don't need it. If why I need it overshadows why I don't need it, I'm paying for it. Then that is what your offer should be doing. Let people be thinking, if I say no to this offer, I'm going to suffer. Rhymes, 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 rhymes. If I say no to this offer, I'm going to suffer. So they probably say yes to it. They probably say yes to it. So you must make it safer than to say yes than to say no. And lastly, is it compelling enough? In all of these things that we've talked about, am I going to, if I'm not going to buy this thing or subscribe to your offer, am I going to die? Like that is exactly what it should be. It should be compelling enough that people can never say no. Have you guys gotten something? If you've gotten something, just unmute and give me your best sound, because this brings us to the end of this webinar. And thank you so much for listening. Do we have any question? Do we have any question?
No from my side, sir.
Amazing. So no question. The food printer, everybody, no question. Okay, maybe I will just assume I have done a great job. So guys, thank you so much for joining me for this um, webinar again for today. I'm so really grateful. And thank you for joining the people who have joined and left, maybe network, maybe something. We are still continuing. It's not going to end here. We are continuing. We continue on our community. We continue outside of our community. I mean, a couple of people have joined and they left. Network, but hopefully we get the recording. Hopefully, and yes, we continue to learn from one another. And thank you for having me. I remain Ayo Olofin. And if we don't have a question, that's bring us to the end of this webinar. I hope you guys have learned one or two. I hope you are going to put it, because the most important thing is not even by learning. The most important thing is putting it into actions, what you've learned. That's the most important thing. So go back to the drawing book and make sure you are doing this in your business. And I would like your feedbacks. Send me feedbacks after this webinar. Safe to say bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Bye.